Hello, welcome back to Just Smell Better, the best fragrance channel in the world. I got some of the most popular releases of the year already. It is 2026 January and already 3 brand new bangers have released. Of course, we got the YSL Y Iced Cologne Intense. We got Phantom in red, a little bit under the radar. Everyone's waiting for the new Valentino, the new Chapeau Gaultier, but Paco Rabanne released a new Phantom and a new Guerlain. I'm excited for this one, man. Guerlain has some bangers. And of course they go more under the radar. I bet no one has talked about it yet, so hopefully I'm the first one. Without further ado, let's start unboxing. Let's start with, why not? Let's start with the Guerlain. So I did have to retail price for all of these, and this one was a whopping $165 with taxes, obviously like $18 more, around $180. And so it better be worth the money, bro. It better be worth the money. I do believe it is a limited edition, so it might go away pretty quickly, but they always be lying about that and then they just bring them back anyway. But here it is. This one is called Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Cologne Forte. So it does stay in the Lhomme line. I believe Guerlain has a Lhomme and Homme line, which can get pretty confusing, but this one I did have the Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. So now let's see what the Cologne Forte can change about the Eau de Parfum. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Really mature though. It smells like a fresh, mature scent. I was expecting this to be just really refreshing, maybe sporty, maybe something like Dior Homme, the blue one, the one that smells like lemonade apparently. But this is really nice. I don't know if it has a note of rum. I didn't check the notes, but it has some sort of dark licorice smell, something like rum or vodka. The top notes is just pure citruses. You do get a bunch of citruses. This is a Cologne Forte. Obviously it's gonna be for like summer, I believe. And it does keep the classic almond in there, which is part of the L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum, but that one's a little bit more for fall and winter. So that's pretty interesting, bro. Almond fragrance for summer. You know, this is one of those styles that I can appreciate because it's different. It does something different. It takes that freshy DNA and it makes it masculine. Something like Dior Homme Sport 2021 in the same sort of range, same sort of type of family. It just smells like a classy, sophisticated, freshy, one of those that I cannot wait to pull out, honestly. I cannot wait for the summer to come up so I can start pulling this one out, maybe even for spring. So big release from Guerlain, man. Limited edition. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but should you buy retail price is the question. I don't know. I don't know if this is worth the $180, especially if you already got masculine colognes that are freshy, like the Dior that I mentioned. But other than that, I cannot think of anything that resembles this scent. So it is kind of unique, you know? So of course, it's up to you. I'm not gonna, you know, decide whether you should spend your money like that, but I think it's a pretty safe blind buy, I'll be honest. I like it. I'm gonna give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. Pretty impressed by this new release, and I can't wait to wear it. So that's always good, bro. When you can't wait to wear a cologne, that's always good. Some colognes are just so mid that I don't even want to test it out, honestly. So props to Guerlain for a solid release. Let's jump to the hyped up Y Cologne. I don't know when this video is releasing, but it should be available in stores pretty soon. I bought it on the Ulta app and it told me that it's gonna be on stores on February 1st. Cause I know everyone's so excited about this one. So let's unbox it and let's see if the hype is really worth it. Ooh, okay. Bro, with this lighting, with this dark lighting, it does look the same as my other Ys, but in the actual light, it does seem a little bit more purple, a little bit like dark blue purplish, kind of like Gatorade, Powerade. It does look pretty cool. This cost me $155, and this one I avoided the tax because also had a good promotion, which was like 10% off. So I did save myself $15 in the end. I just paid the $155 for retail price. Honestly, not bad. For YSL, I expected like 180, bro, 200, because that's how they price their myself colognes. But 155, honestly, I respect it, you know? Still pricey, but for YSL, I like it, bro. I like it. Okay, this is my style. You guys know I like my freshies, right? But this, okay, kind of like Rassasi Hawass Ice, but less synthetic, way less synthetic, way less strong. I expected a lot more mint, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit disappointed with the amount of mint that I'm getting from my first sprays. I expected a lot more. I do love the note of mint, but it's just the classic sweetness made it a lot fresher. This feels like sparkly. I saw the Noel Smells review, and he said that it smelled like mint and ice, and a lot of comments were like, bro, what does ice even smell like? And I get it, because like if you sniff some ice, you don't get the smell, but I think what he meant by that is that it smells so refreshing. It smells like you have a snow cone. Like it just smells like it's icy. Like I don't know how that makes sense, but if you smell it, you're going to get it. Other than that, bro, I don't get anything much. I feel like it's the same classic white DNA, the lavender, the sweetness with all the citruses too. And other than that, a little bit of mint and a little bit of that refreshing, sparkling aspect. I feel like this is a way better quality Rosasi Hawass Ice. I'm not saying it's a clone or it's an inspiration, just similar vibe. But yeah, I like it. I like it. It's gonna be good for the summer. Do I like it more than the Y Eau de Parfum Intense though? I don't think so. I don't think this one's gonna compete with that one, even with all the popularity, all the hype that it's coming with. I don't think this one's going to compete with the best YSOY, which is the Intense. Solid release though, but I gotta be unbiased and I gotta be like just honest, right? I don't think this is gonna be worth it if you already own a YSOY. Like, I'm gonna just save your money, bro. This is going to be redundant. Don't just go blind buying. Make sure to go to stores and sample first, but don't blind buy this one if you already own a YSOY fragrance. It's already kind of disappearing, so yeah, it's good. It smells good. Performance is probably not going to be good. It's a Eau de Toilette Intense, whatever that means. Eau de Toilette Intense. If you add the Intense, I guess it lasts longer or something. But yeah, it's good, but not worth the hype that it's going to get. So I'm gonna give this one like a solid 6.5 out of 10. It's funny how things work, because the Guerlain is better than the YSOY, but no one's talking about this one and everyone's already glazing the new Y. And finally, let's do an interesting one. This is my first Paco Rabanne Phantom fragrance, and I got the newest one. It is called In Red. I don't believe this is going to be a safe blind buy at all. I think it has oud. I think it has some nasty notes, so hopefully it doesn't stink. I'm just hoping it doesn't stink. Oh, this is amazing, bro. Look at this huge robot right here. I did get the biggest bottle possible. This is in the way. I did get the biggest bottle possible at 5 ounces, which I believe is 150 milliliters. Yeah, this is 150 milliliters. Obviously, you guys, I've told you guys many times, I buy the biggest bottle to give you the best prices for my sampling website, my sampling decants. So I don't even know if you can take this cap off. Hold up. Yeah, I don't think you can take it off, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna throw this into the samples. I'll figure it out, but let's see how it smells. It's so strong, bro. It went up my nose. It smells good though. It smells kind of nice. It smells really woody and a little bit fruity. You know, I do kind of like it. I do kind of like it. Like I said, my style might be changing, because usually this would not be my type. I would like something more like YSOY, but it's pretty interesting and it's pretty unique. I'll be honest. It has, again, a similar licorice smell like this Guerlain, but this time, instead of the citruses, the sweetness, it has more of a fruity vibe, something like cherry, I believe. That would make sense. I mean, it's red, you know, so it must have cherry. The photo that they show has some cherry in there. It smells pretty mature. It smells really mature. I do get a little bit of oud, but this time it's not too bad. It is not overpowering. It doesn't take over the fragrance, which I do appreciate. And the woods just smell amazing, really masculine. Kind of smells similar to my Argos Triumph of Bacchus, which is my favorite Argos so far. So I do like that from this Phantom. I believe it is that rum notes, bro. That note of rum, I've been loving a lot. I think like Suspiro El Padrino also has it, and of course my Argos, and now this one also has that note of rum, but with a little bit of that sweet cherry on top too. It's pretty good. This is one that I'm gonna have to test out tomorrow. I think this is gonna be my scent for tomorrow, because it is still pretty cold out here, so I'm gonna need something strong, dark, or powering with some sweetness. So I cannot wait to wear this one tomorrow. Do I like it more than YSL? Yes. I'll be honest, I do like it more than YSL. I honestly expected to like this one the most. I'll be honest, bro. That's what I expected. Do I like it more than the Guerlain? I don't think so. I think this one's just, I feel like it's gonna be a really good freshie. And I like that, you know. I can replace this one, but this one, it's kind of unique. Still amazing though. I'm gonna give this one like a, oh, I was gonna give it a 7, but low-key I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. And I'm gonna boost my Guerlain to an 8 out of 10. Yeah, amazing colognes, bro. The ones that I expected to like the least actually surprised me, and the one that I had the highest expectations for kind of let me down a little bit. So yeah, amazing releases, and we're barely in the first month of the 2026 year, so expect a lot more. Hopefully the Sorrow, hopefully I get it delivered soon. I saw it in Dillard's, but I'm gonna wait until it gets in Macy's. You know, they got better discounts usually. The new Valentino purple one should be released pretty soon too. I believe the new Jumbo tier is only gonna release in like until March, so it's gonna be quite a while. And don't forget the clones, bro. I already got the new Recessi Hawas on the way, the new Afna 9 PM on the way. So many new releases. I'm so excited for this year, and I'm gonna be, you know, grinding this YouTube channel because these colognes are not gonna buy themselves, you know. So if you want to sample my colognes in my collection, you can do it in my sampling website. The link will be in the description. You can also follow me on TikTok in the description. Thank you for watching. Just smell better.